Hi everybody. Our number of the day today is the number 8. Our number is the number 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you around and I'm going to do a video where you can see me writing. And then does everybody remember in your packet you had a bag with beads inside? And on that bag was a line drawn down the middle of the bag. So I want you to get that, and we're going to use that today. And we're also going to use the pipe cleaners and something to write with. So if you want to pause this and go get those things, so you can do a piece of paper, or you could do one of your sentence strips, your pipe cleaners, and then your bag with your beads inside. And we're going to do some things with our number 8. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to write the number 8. So there's a fun little rhyme that we can do with this. And it's first you make an S, then you close the gate. Now you have a number 8. So let's try that again. First you make an S, then you close the gate. Now you have a number 8. Look at that, I have 8. So let's first count to 8. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we can make 8 lots of different ways. We can write the number 8. I made an 8 with the pipe cleaners, and I just made 2 circles and then I connected them. That was how I made my 8 on my pipe cleaners. I can do 8 dots. Do you want to help me count? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can make 8 slash marks. You're going to help me count again? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, when I do 5, I go across. 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are lots of different ways, and I can also draw 5 different things. I could draw 5 pictures, 5 flowers, 5 hearts, whatever you want to do. Okay, so here's the next thing I want us to do. So I have buttons in my bag just because they're bigger, and I think they'll be easier for you to see. But the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have 8 beads in your bag. So you might want to take your beads out and then count them so you have 8 beads in your bag. So can you help count my buttons just to make sure that I have 8? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 buttons in my bag, and do you see this big line that I drew down here? So this is going to help us figure out all the different ways that we can make 8. So what I can do is I can move one of my buttons over. So I still have 8 buttons in my bag, but now they're split. So I have some on one side and some on the other. So let's count over here at this side and see how many. I'll put them in a row, a couple rows to make it easier to count. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 buttons on one side, and let's look at our other side. I have 1. So now I know 7 and 1, or 7 plus 1, make 8. Now let's say I move another button over. All right, so now let's count. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 buttons on one side, and let's count this side. 1, 2. So I have 6 on one side and 2 on the other. So I know 6 and 2 make 8, or 6 plus 2 make 8. Now I'm going to bring you back around, and you can do this. You can do this for, you can keep moving the buttons over as much as you want and create different combinations that make 8. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a different way that we can write. Let me get you, put this back up there. Okay, so I'm going to show you, this is called a number bond. And this is a way where we can look at one number. So we are using the number 8. So we put that in the big circle. And then this is where we write what two numbers make up 8. So our first one that we did was 1 and 7. 1 and 7 make 8. Or we could write it like this. 1 plus, that's a plus sign, 7 equals 8. Look at that. Now, I could erase these, and what was, do you remember the last one we just did? It was 2 and 6, also make 8. And then we would change this down here too, to 2 plus 6 equals 8. So I wonder how many other combinations you can come up with that make 8, and how many different number bonds you can create to make 8. And I hope to see some of them. Bye!